Biking in cities can be exhilarating, but it can also be a harrowing and dangerous experience. In 2018, over 850 cyclists were killed by vehicle drivers in the US. That's an increase of 6.3% over the previous year. Over 2,000 cyclists are killed by drivers on the road in Europe every year. Cyclists try to make themselves more visible to drivers by wearing reflective clothing and blinking lights, but it never seems to be quite enough. So here comes Ford once again with a novel solution: an emoji jacket. As part of its Share the Road campaign to improve cycling safety, the automaker's European division designed a cycling jacket with an LED display on the back that lights up with various emojis to convey the cyclist's mood. A smiley face indicates a happy cyclist, a frowny face a less happy one, and so on. There are also directional symbols for when a cyclist intends to make a turn, and a hazard symbol when they may be experiencing a flat tire. Emojis have become a fundamental part of how we use language, said Neil Cohn, a linguist. Whether used to convey facial expressions, humor, or sarcasm, they've become integral to our ability to express ourselves, and quickly. This jacket, created in partnership with Ford Share the Road, allows riders to express their feelings and creates an important emotional link between them and other road users. In addition to linguists, Ford worked with cyclists and industrial designers from design works on the jacket, but the jacket is just a proof of concept, as many Ford projects are, and it's unclear whether Ford intends to bring them to market, but of course I'll keep you updated as soon as I hear if indeed we will get to purchase this. Well, one day anyway. Uber Advanced Technologies Group has been issued a permit that would allow the company to put its autonomous vehicles back on public roads in California. This nearly after 2 years that the company scaled back its testing program following a fatal crash in Arizona that killed a pedestrian. Uber doesn't have immediate plans to put its autonomous vehicles on public roads in San Francisco. That is where it previously was testing to. The company says it will notify key local, state, and federal stakeholders before it returns to the city. San Francisco is a great city to gather key learnings for self-driving technology, given its complex and ever-changing environment. While we do not have an update as to exactly when we'll resume autonomous testing, receiving our testing permit through the California DMV is a critical step towards that end in Uber's home city. This comes from an Uber spokesperson in an email. The permit, which is issued by the California Department of Motor Vehicles, is the latest step by Uber's self-driving unit to ramp up a program that appeared destined to end just 18 months ago. Uber ATG ended all testing on public roads after one of its vehicles struck and killed a pedestrian in the Phoenix suburb of Tempe. Uber ATG was testing its self-driving vehicle in the Phoenix area, Toronto, Pittsburgh, and San Francisco. At the time, the company let go all 100 of its self-driving car operators in Pittsburgh and San Francisco, and rumors circulated that the company wanted to sell its self-driving unit. Uber ATG resumed in December of 2018 on road testing of its self-driving vehicles in Pittsburgh, following the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation's decision to authorize the company to put its autonomous vehicles on public roads once again. Uber has also started mapping Washington, D.C. ahead of plans to begin testing its self-driving vehicles in the city this year. Initially, there will be 3 Uber vehicles mapping the area, a company spokesperson said. These vehicles, which will be manually driven and have 2 trained employees inside, will collect sensor data using a top-mounted sensor wing equipped with cameras and a spinning LiDAR. The data will be used to build high-definition maps. The data also will be used for Uber's virtual simulation and test track testing scenarios. Now, Uber intends to launch autonomous vehicles in Washington, D.C. before the end of 2020. Hedgehogs and pumas don't typically go together well, but this new Puma X Sonic line of shoes and clothing is an exception. The new gear from athletic apparel company Puma arrives just a week before the Sonic the Hedgehog movie hits theaters. It's good timing, though it doesn't mean all the clothes are packed with movie references or quotes. The designs are all inspired by color schemes and iconic scenes from classic Sonic games. A ring here, and you're too slow there. The centerpieces of the collection are two colorways for the RSX3 Sonic sneaker. One repping Sonic with blue, gold, red, and semi-transparent white, and the other going a little more shadow with black, red, and pops of lime green. Both designs are cool, but I would wear the heck out of the darker pair right now. I'm not even that big of a Sonic fan. I just think they look pretty cool. Other highlights of the collection include a t-shirt with a all-over print of Sonic and Knuckles facing off in some friendly competition, and a minimalist blue hoodie that is guaranteed to make you the fastest treadmill jogger at the gym. You can pick up the new Puma X Sonic line for adults online and at Puma stores, and of course selected retailers, starting actually a couple days ago, with the kids lineup to follow on February 15th. England-based Ariel got our undivided attention when it announced plans to enter the electrified hypercar segment. That was back in 2017 now. The company hasn't said much about its aptly named hypercar project in the past 3 years, though it remains ongoing, and it told us it will reveal what it's accomplished since then by the end of 2020. You can expect something later in the year before the Low Carbon Vehicle Show, a company spokesperson revealed to Autoblog. The annual event is scheduled to open its doors on September 9th in Millbrook, England. It's where the original hypercar broke cover as a bare chassis without a body covering its underpinnings. Sketches released by Ariel in 2017 depicted a wide, low-slung hypercar with extreme aerodynamic add-ons. It looked nothing like the Atom. An aluminum platform helped keep the powertrain's weight in check. Certain things will have changed, the spokesperson warned, without providing additional details. For context, the concept unveiled in 2017 used an innovative gasoline-electric hybrid powertrain built around a turbine that sent the electricity it generated to in-wheel motors via a lithium-ion battery pack. This is just cool. Ariel quoted an output of 1,180 horsepower and 1,330 foot-pounds of torque when using all four motors, or 590 horsepower and 665 foot-pounds of torque with two motors and consequently two-wheel drive. Now, the hypercar was capable of reaching 60 miles per hour from a stop in 2.4 seconds in its quickest configuration, a figure which put it in elite company. Ariel originally planned to reveal the hypercar in 2019. The representative that was contacted couldn't shed light on the nature of the delay, though keep in mind we're talking about a small company bringing a stupendously complicated car developed on a blank slate to market. Pricing and availability remain unknown. I'm sure you could have guessed that already, but we do expect the British firm will show more information about its next model in the weeks leading up to its unveil.